Taylor! Great work today. Are you busy? What are you doing right now?
Thank you. Great work to you as well. I'm not doing a whole lot. Just working.
No way. You're doing overtime this late? I had no idea you had that much left on your plate. You poor thing, being worked to the bone.
I'm sorry, but why are you talking like you have no idea why? You're the one who gave me an assignment due tomorrow right before I finished my shift.
Huh? Is that so? Oops, I guess that slipped my mind.
Please knock it off. I'm doing my best over here. I'm keeping this up for the sake of our customers, and I do what I can to deliver quality work fast and cheaply. It's not a good idea to force your employees to take these last-minute jobs and then throw on these tight deadlines.
I'm so sorry. I know how you feel, and I know it isn't a great thing to do. But I really can't help putting more work on you. If a client cuts me off because we're too slow on output, I won't have any more business. It'd be an even bigger problem if I couldn't pay everyone's salary. That's the last thing you want, right? Just hang in there. I know you can push through.
I guess so. Anyway, what do you want? It's rude for you to message me like this.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're engaged, right? I heard your fiancé is a doctor. And not only that, his father is the medical director of some big hospital.
Talk about out of the blue. That's all true, I guess. But how did you know that? I never told you anything about him.
Because I'm taking him from right under your nose. So, how do I put this? I suppose I'll just say it outright. Cancel the engagement. Understood.
I'm sorry, what? You're not actually demanding I cancel my engagement. Are you?
Yes, I am. I'm being 100% serious here. Just who do you think I'm with right now? If you guessed Tony, then you're correct.
Tony? He's with you? But he's supposed to be at home.
Oh, I'll just come out with it. He's at my house, sleeping next to me as we speak. Really sorry about that. While you were hard at work, we were messing around behind your back.
Hang on a second. I don't understand. What exactly do you mean by that? What do you mean you were messing around with him?
Jeez, you're so dense. You really don't get it already? He cheated on you so he could have me. Now we're planning to get married. That's why you need to cancel your engagement.
What the heck? What in the world are you saying?
Listen, Taylor. Ever since I laid eyes on Tony, I was planning on this from the start. I always found the gap in your social statuses odd, anyway. You are not the type of girl who marries a doctor. A beautiful CEO like me is a much more suitable match. And Tony's better off abandoning a workaholic like you. You do nothing but work, leaving him out to dry. Yes, a woman with stunning looks and money would be much better for him. Do you get it now? It's only natural for him to be mine. Sorry to break it to you.
That's enough from you. You're really going to act like you have no blame in this situation? The reason I do nothing but work these days is because you're giving me way too much to do with no notice. You're overworking everyone. You have us work long hours with low wages, ask us to come in on holidays, and force us into unpaid overtime. All you've been doing is taking and taking. You're just exploiting all of us. And now you're trying to steal my fiancé? There's no excuse. You better come to the office and explain yourself right now. We need to sit down and have a long talk about this, face to face.
Wow, so scary. Careful, the green-eyed monster is rearing its head. I know you're jealous, but you're getting too heated. There's no way I can keep working with you after seeing this ugly side of you. I'm too scared of what you might do to me. So don't bother coming in tomorrow. You're fired.
Huh? You're firing me?
Yep, that's right. Okay, what you need to do is submit your resignation letter and date it for 6 months ago. That way, tomorrow you can pack up your stuff and get out the door as soon as possible. Oh, and make sure you have your handover documents ready.
Hey, please, wait a moment. Let me get this straight. Not only are you stealing my partner from me, but you're firing me for personal reasons on top of that? You're literally asking me to lie and fake a resignation notice from 6 months ago. Just because you don't like me?
Well, yeah. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I won't give you a severance package, but I will pay you a handsome fee for breaking off the engagement. Is $1,500 good enough? It sounds like a good amount. You won't have to do a thing. I'll just put it in your payroll account.
God, would you quit toying with me already? This isn't funny. You can't honestly expect me to let this kind of petty behavior slide. Where are you? I'll come over there and give you a piece of my mind. I'll never forgive you.
No thanks. You're so vicious, I'm afraid you'll bite me. Well, let's wake up and face reality, okay? It may be a hard pill to swallow, but you can't always get what you want. The world isn't so kind. Just give up. It's better to do that now and save yourself the heartache. All right, that's all I had to say. Thanks for all your help until now, and best of luck out there. Once you leave tomorrow, if you come anywhere close to my company, I'll call the cops on you. Have a nice life. Hi, Taylor. How are you? It's been a while since we've talked. So much has happened since then. Just wanted to let you know that I officially tied the knot with Tony yesterday. Sorry, I ended up getting my happy ending before you did. Hope you're not still upset about that.
Oh, Ashley. It really has been a long time since we've spoken. You actually got married to him? That's great to hear. Good for you too. You have my sincere congratulations.
What? What's with all the excitement?
Why wouldn't I be excited about this? My old boss got married to someone she loves. That's something to celebrate. In any case, I'll be praying for your happiness.
Oh, is that right? I see you finally know your place. Good on you. It's a relief to see that you've come to your senses.
I'm glad you feel that way. I've heard a lot of things about you these last few months, Ashley. After you fired me, my former coworkers followed suit and quit. I guess they were fed up too. Since the number of employees at your company has seen a drastic decrease, you can't do your job properly now. Is that true? I also heard that you tried to keep the business afloat by hiring a bunch of fresh graduates on a part-time basis. But then, your new workers became enraged at the awful working conditions, so they went on strike and sued you. And now your workforce has seemingly vanished into thin air. Did I get all of that right? Well, it's good to know your management skills are as excellent as ever. Truly, no one else can compare.
What? I don't understand why you're bringing all of that up. Hey, isn't that a little harsh?
No. You've got it all wrong. Being harsh isn't my intention. After all, I don't think it's harsh to call a spade a spade.
How dare you? So you're just here to gloat. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, no. I'm really happy for you. Here's to the woman that tossed me out like an old dish rag going bankrupt. After I was fired, I was shell-shocked. I couldn't do anything at all. I fell asleep each night crying my eyes out. But thanks to you, I'm all better now. I feel like I dodged a bullet getting out of there while I could. I'm just about ready to throw a party.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself over there. I'm not broke yet. You're still the same cheeky little skank. Ugh. Just so you know, we're not going bankrupt. I'm not out of cards to play just yet. Because I have a husband who works at a big hospital. Tony will definitely help me get back on my feet. If I ask him, he'll gather up the money needed to rebuild the company right away. It'll be that easy.
Say what? How do you plan on doing that? Didn't you know that he is getting fired from his job?
What? Fired?
Wow, I guess no one told you. I have a friend who works as a nurse at that hospital. I heard the story straight up from her. Tony messed up big time. He embezzled money from his workplace.
Huh? He did what now?
Can you not read all of a sudden? He was caught stealing money. Let me start from the beginning. When my friend was still a recent hire, Tony was trying to make passes on her. Just constantly hitting on her every day. But she wasn't interested in him. She kept refusing his advances, and soon he started to resent her for it. As a result, he used his influence to get her salary cut with no explanation and make her into a scapegoat for his blunders. It was such an awful case of workplace harassment. My friend really hates his guts. So, to get him to leave her alone, she poked her nose around to find one of his weak spots. The evidence of his embezzlement immediately came to light. There was no question about it. She intended to accuse him of the crime, but since Tony was still my fiancé at the time, she was worried that I would be caught in the crossfire. Until now, she didn't fess up to it for my sake. Honestly, I almost wish she had told me earlier, but it ended up working out anyway. Anywho, since me and Tony aren't engaged anymore, she doesn't have a reason to bite her tongue anymore. Before she quits, she's planning to turn over all the evidence she found.
Wait, what in the world? What are you talking about?
She's ready to report him to HR. Tony is going to be held liable for theft and be fired. Once that happens, I wouldn't be shocked if his father disowned him. He's been lying and cheating his own family forever, after all. Not only that, he'll have a big lawsuit coming his way, earn himself a criminal record, and wind up in debt. He was embezzling money for so long, there's bound to be huge consequences. How much has he pocketed again? It has to be around $350,000 at this point.
Oh my god. $350,000? You've got to be joking. He stole that much money?
It has to be at least that amount. Because all that theft probably paid for Tony's favorite shiny red sports car. His snazzy apartment as well. It's so expensive to live on the top floor of a high-rise apartment. Everything he owns, from his clothes to his appliances, was most likely bought using the money he stole from the hospital. It's a good thing I didn't end up marrying him. If he was my husband, it would have ended in disaster. I would have lost everything. That was a real close call. What kind of lunatic would marry into a deficit like that? Seriously, who would do that to herself? Oh yeah, I know who. She's right here.
Shut up. You don't need to keep rubbing salt in the wound.
Sorry. Are you mad? I'm happy to change the subject. Going back to the original topic, didn't you say that Tony was going to provide the funds to rebuild your business? Well, it seems like Tony wanted to use your company's money for his situation. You know, to pay back all the money he embezzled. Oh my goodness! To think you were both counting on each other to get out of your financial situations. But neither of you has even 1 cent to give. The two of you will be completely broke before long. What would you call that? Counting your chickens before they hatch? You and Tony were made for each other, diving headfirst into a future where you destroy each other's lives.
Hey, just wait. That can't be. I don't understand what's happening anymore. This can't be happening to me. Didn't I get married to a rich man who would take care of my needs?
Nope, unfortunately not. You married a man who's going to be saddled with debt and a criminal record. Well, it happens. Just shake it off. You'll be fine.
What am I supposed to do now? My business is already in the red. My clients are going to cut ties. It's only a matter of time. Then I won't have any income. And Tony doesn't have the money to fix this. What do I do now? Oh, I got it. Come back and work for me, Taylor.
Why on earth would I do that?
If you come back, the others will come back too. I want you to cooperate with me and rebuild. It's the only way I can think of to save my business. Of course, I'm not asking you to do that much work for free. If you come to work with us, I'll give Tony back to you. You can get married again. I'll also promote you to vice president of the company. Your salary will be doubled, no, tripled compared to before. So return to the office. Please.
Are you serious? Those are the perks you're giving me for coming back? Quit joking around already.
I wasn't joking, though.
Allow me to put things in perspective for you. I was upset at the time, but I had no issues getting another job after you fired me. Tell me, how much do you think I'm making right now? You better sit down for this because I'm sure it's going to blow you away. It's 5 times the amount I was paid working for you.
That can't be right. How are you making 5 times the amount you did before?
It's not so unbelievable if you think about it. It seems that my qualifications were considered highly desirable. Since I started here, people have treated me well, and I've been a valuable asset to the company. I was seriously undervaluing my abilities. My salary has been laughably low up until now. So even if you increased my pay by 2 or 3 times, I'm not coming back. No, my answer would be the same no matter what, even if you paid me 10 times as much. I'm never, ever going back to you. Giving me the position of vice president of a failing business is like being stuck in the middle of the ocean on a boat with no paddles. Obviously, I'm not looking to replace my current job with one that has 0 benefit for me. I don't have to explain why I have no need for a horrible work environment plagued with nothing but debt and criminal activity.
That's not true. Don't say that. I'm begging you, Taylor. I need you back on my team. All you need to do is come back and we'll be fine. Everyone will work together again, and we'll earn back the money to pay for me and Tony's mistakes. Please, I'm desperate here. Please, please, please.
Let's wake up and face reality, okay, Ashley? How can you expect me to go back after the way you treated me? You stole my fiancé from me and kicked me to the curb. It may be a hard pill to swallow, but you can't always get what you want. The world isn't so kind.
No! How dare you throw my own words back in my face?
That's just the way things are. Well then, I'm not involved in this anymore, so I'll leave it at that. You've made me laugh enough for one day. This conversation has been a great motivator. I'm going to be hard at work starting tomorrow. Thanks a lot. It's probably out of the question now, but try to have a nice life. After that, Ashley's company went bankrupt. A former employee sued and demanded compensation for being forced to work unpaid overtime. I also reaped the benefits of this, getting belated compensation and retirement benefits. In the end, Ashley ended up not just penniless, but in a very considerable amount of debt. After that, Tony was accused of embezzlement, fired by the hospital, and disowned by his family. He's over $350,000 in debt himself, and his apartment and car have been taken from him. Things got really ugly between Ashley and Tony. With a total debt of about $700,000, they kept screaming and cursing each other out. They started threatening divorce, but in the end, they didn't go through with it. They made up and moved to a different city to try and make a new start and attempt to pay off their debts. I can only imagine they must be flipping burgers right now. With that funny image in my head, I keep working hard at my new job. Things are pretty good here. There is no overtime, the pay is high, and I'm happy being surrounded by my nice coworkers and bosses. Things would be perfect if I could just get a boyfriend.
Hey, Tabitha, do you have a second to talk? There's something that I want to ask you about. Actually, it's something that I heard from my mom, but is it true that you're going to move into a larger house for your family and my parents to live in?
Oh, hey, Marissa. Yes, it's true. I was thinking that it was just such a burden on your mom to have to take care of your dad all by herself. I suggested to her that we all live together. That way you could all pitch in and help out and things might get a little easier for her.
Oh, really? I see. So it's true, huh? Well, how didn't you come and talk to me about it first? You really should have, you know.
Sorry? What do you mean? Why do we need to talk to you about this?
Isn't that obvious? Of course, you should have checked in with me about this before you just ran off and did it yourself.
Oh, well, I didn't know that you felt that way, but why do you think I should have talked to you about it first exactly? I mean, you don't even live with your parents anymore. I'm sorry, but I really just didn't think that there was some pressing need to talk to you first about it. Did you have a problem with what I'm doing or something?
Of course I have a problem with it. I mean, honestly, what were you thinking? Can you really not even guess why I might be upset? I mean, these are my parents that we're talking about here, after all.
Yeah, but I still don't really get why you're so upset over this. I mean, no offense, but you haven't even come home to visit in such a long time. Why do you even care?
Well, I heard that you were all going to be moving to a bigger place that was more in the city.
Is that what has got you so upset? I'm sorry, but I still don't really get what you're so mad about.
Well, I want to live in that house too.
Well, I'm really sorry, Marissa, but the house only has enough rooms for your parents and my family. I think that letting anyone else live there would make things kind of cramped.
You always do this. You never ever think about what I want and just always go and do your own thing.
Marissa, the house had to be in the city so that Zach and I can get to our jobs faster and so that your parents have easier access to their own doctors.
But I still think that you should have come and talked to me about this first. I mean, am I or am I not part of this family? You always make me feel like I'm left out and ignored, and I hate it.
Marissa, I'm really, really sorry that I made you feel that way. I never intended to do that, I promise.
You've always been like this, though, ever since you married Zach.
Sorry? What do you mean by that?
I mean, you always made me feel like I was the odd one out and that I was being left out of family affairs. Do you know how that makes me feel?
Marissa, I'm so sorry, but again, that was never my intention. I'm really sorry for making you feel that way, though. I really had no idea. But I just want you to know that it's not true. Of course you're part of this family.
Whatever. I don't need to hear any more excuses from you. The whole reason I wanted to message you was because I wanted you to know that I don't approve of you living together with my parents.
Sorry? What do you mean you don't approve?
These are my parents that we're talking about, and I'm telling you that I don't approve of you living with them. I won't allow it. I know that you and your family and Zach are just trying to live with them so you can leech off their money and get a free house in the meantime. Don't you have any shame? Well, you I can understand, but how can Zach do something like this to his own parents?
What? What are you talking about? Of course we aren't planning on doing that. I think that you've got it all wrong.
I don't believe you for 1 second. I'll talk with my parents and see what they have to say about it. In the meantime, you should think about what we talked about here, and don't move in with them.
But Marissa, we were planning to move into the house this weekend.
So then you still have time for me to talk to them. Now do as I say. I'll talk to my parents and explain everything to them. Do you understand me?
That's fine if you want to talk to them. I really don't care one way or the other, but your parents have already moved into the new house and are waiting for us to move in. So I think if you try to tell them that this can't happen, then they're going to be pretty upset.
I didn't ask you for any details about the moving process. Don't try and distract me with your little stories. I told you that I'll talk to them and that you're not to do anything until I come back and say you can.
Well, okay then. If it'll make you feel better about this whole situation, then sure, go ahead and talk to them.
Hey, Tabitha. I went and talked to my parents like I said I would.
Did you go and see them in person today? I didn't know that you had gone to see them. They told me that they had seen you slinking around the house a bit for the past few days, though. I really think that you should tell me before you do these things.
What did you just say? Why should I have to tell you before I do anything? You've got some nerve talking to me like that.
Marissa, do you even realize how you sound right now?
Look, I'm the older sister, and I'll do what I want, when I want. Anyways, I went to talk to them, and they said they're pretty disappointed with you.
I wonder if that has anything to do with you going over to trash talk me behind my back.
Just who do you think you're talking to right now? Don't you dare take that tone with me. Besides, I only went to talk to them so that I could tell them the truth about what you were doing.
Look, this is just getting to be ridiculous. Could you please just cut this out?
Do you really think I'm going to listen to someone like you? I don't ever want to see you ever again.
That's fine. I don't think it would break my heart that much if I ever saw you again, to be honest. Now, we're moving in tomorrow, so if you want to make that a guarantee, then I would suggest you clear out soon.
I don't think so. If anyone is going to be living with my parents in that big house, it's going to be me. After all, I really think that it's my job as their oldest child to take care of them in their advanced years. So, I've decided that I'll be moving in with my parents, not you. Do you understand me? My mom has already said that she doesn't want to live with you anymore.
Well, then I guess that we have no choice but to ask them to leave the house.
What? You're the ones that have to leave. Zach can stay if he really wants, but you and your brats have all got to go. There's no space for you here anyway, so just give up on the house.
Marissa, you literally don't have a single clue what you're talking about. We own that house. It belongs to me and Zach.
What did you just say? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean that Zach and I bought the house with our money. The mortgage is in my name, for Pete's sake. If anyone has to give up on living in that house, it certainly isn't going to be me.
Is that true? I thought that my dad paid for that house.
No, of course he didn't pay for the house himself. What led you to believe that? The house belongs to me and Zach, so if your mom really doesn't want to live with us any longer, then I guess I have no choice but to ask them to move out.
But how did this happen? What happened to my dad's savings?
Your dad never really had that much put away. I mean, he spent almost every penny he earned going to the casinos, and what he hasn't wasted on that, he uses to pay his medical bills. But obviously that kind of behavior was not really sustainable, so that's why we agreed to live together, so that we could help out a bit with their expenses. Although I seriously have no clue what your mom thought she was saying if she really told you that she had the power to kick us out of our own home. I guess you must have just riled her up so much with your lies and trash talking.
Well, then what's going to happen now?
Well, with your parents gone, I guess Zach and I might just sell the house and get one more suitable to the size of our family. Or maybe we'll just keep it. I don't know.
Does that mean that I won't be able to live there anymore? I thought that I was going to be living in this big nice house for free. What am I supposed to do now?
Are you serious right now? No, of course you can't live in my house. Didn't you just say you never wanted to see me again? That doesn't sound like the kind of person I want living in my house. Oh, actually, I just had a great idea. The house is too big for just my family. Oh, but why don't I reach out to my own parents and ask them how they feel about moving in instead? I'm sure they would be more than happy to. They always complain about how little they get to see their grandchildren.
Wait, no, hold on for just a second. You can't just decide something like that so suddenly. I mean, my parents already sold their old house, didn't they?
Yes, that's right. They did sell their old house.
Well then, where are they supposed to go? Where are they supposed to live now?
I guess they will all just have to move into your place now, won't they?
What do you mean they need to move into my place? My husband will never be okay with that.
Oh, really? Dang, that's just too bad. Well, good luck with that.
You can't just treat people like this. What's the matter with you? I wanted to live in that house with my parents. But if they're not going to be living there anymore, then maybe my husband and I can move in and live with you all instead.
Are you stupid? I already told you that you're not welcome in the house. What is wrong with you?
But why? I don't understand why not.
You literally just tried to kick me out of my own home. I'll be sending all of your parents' things to your house, Marissa.
You can't be serious. You can't just send all of their stuff here.
Well, you said so yourself. They don't have anywhere else to go now. Besides, I thought that you wanted to live with your parents so that you could take care of them. Well, here's your chance. Actually, I've already gotten in contact with some movers, and they're helping take their things away right now.
You can kick my parents out of your house, but you can't honestly expect to just send them here for me to deal with. I only wanted to live in that house. Is that really so bad?
Yes, you were awful, but that's beside the point. It's my house, so I get to decide who can and can't live there. I really don't know what you told your mom to make her so upset with me, but whatever it was, she's been absolutely horrible to me ever since. Frankly, I'm just fed up with having to deal with her. At this point, there's no way that I could ever live together with someone like her now. And she doesn't have any respect for my privacy and is always trying to get in my business. You both have really left me with no other choice but to have them leave. And I don't intend on changing my mind.
But who's going to take care of my dad? I thought you were all going to do it together.
That's not my responsibility anymore. Besides, I've got a job. I was never going to be doing all of the hard work involved in taking care of someone. Normally it's your mom who sees to him, but we just agreed that I would help out where I could in the evenings and on the weekends. But I guess now I don't have to worry about that any longer. I have got no intention of helping either of them now. So you should be a good daughter and take care of them.
Are you telling me that I'll have to be a nurse for my own father?
Well, not just you. You and your mom can do it together.
But I can't do that. I wouldn't even know where to start. And if I can't live in that nice house with them, I don't think I want to live with them at all. Please, you've got to let them come back to live with you.
Wow, did you really just say that? You're a horrible, horrible daughter, Marissa. As expected. And I just want you to know, Zach is right here next to me reading all of these texts.
Wow. Good one, Tabitha. Weren't you the one complaining about privacy not 5 minutes ago?
I don't keep secrets from my husband. Also, it's both of our house, and we decide these things together, as a couple. And more than that, you two are family, and you're talking so poorly about your own parents. Anyway, he is really, really disappointed in you. As am I, for what it's worth.
What do you mean? What did I even do?
Are you serious right now? You trash-talked me to your own mother in a pathetic attempt to kick my family out of our own home so that you could move in. You even lied about why you wanted to do it, talking about wanting to be there for your family. And once you found out that the house was not going to be yours, you cast your own parents aside. Do you really not understand what you did wrong here?
Well, you don't have to be so mean about it. I only wanted to live in that house. Is that really such a bad thing?
So you really don't care at all about what happens to your parents?
No! Don't put words into my mouth. I never said that.
Oh, really? But even all those years ago when your dad first started to need some extra care, you refused to come on and help out when your mom asked you to. Instead, Zach and I took up the job and went to help out when we could.
Did you really do all of that? I didn't know.
That's right. That's where the whole talk of moving in together came from in the first place. But I imagine that you must have been planning to try and move into this house since you first heard about it. Too bad. Instead of gaining a house, you've lost a brother. Neither Zach nor I want anything more to do with you.
What are you saying? How could you be so cruel?
Call it whatever you like. We're done talking. Good luck living with your parents and have a nice life.
Please, I told you I can't take them. My house is too small for all of us to fit, and my husband certainly wouldn't be okay with this.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. And everything about this, all of your fault anyway, so the least you can do is face up to the consequences of your actions. But at least your dream of living with your parents in their old age can finally come true.
No, please. I can't do this. You can't do this to me. How are we all supposed to share this house?
I told you that this conversation is over. Give your parents my regards. Goodbye. Marissa tried to call me over and over again after I said we were done talking, but of course, I never responded to her after that. It was not long after I stopped responding to her that I got a call from the movers, saying that they had finished moving all of my in-laws' things to Marissa's apartment. Apparently, she didn't even bother to tell her husband about what was going on, and he was quite upset when he found out. Also, after moving in, Marissa's mom also became unable to work and also needed constant nursing. Now, Marissa and her husband take care of her parents while aching by in their meager lives. Meanwhile, my parents agreed to come move in with us, and we were all really enjoying our time together. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Steph. Man, what a day at the office, right? I was feeling dead all day, but knowing that you were waiting for me at the end of the day really helped me get through it. You did say that you were going to be coming over tonight, right? What time were you thinking of getting here tonight? I could cook something up for us, but I was thinking it might be more fun just to get takeout and chill on the couch instead.
Hey, Darren. OMG, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but I won't be able to go over to yours tonight.
Really? Like, at all?
Yeah, I'm so sorry to do this at the last minute.
What's the matter? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I have to go to this office drinking party tonight instead. They invited me just now.
Oh no, not another one of those. I feel like you're always getting dragged into things like that. Do you know how long it's still gonna go on until? Maybe I can pick you up in my car once you're done.
No, you don't have to do anything like that for me. Everyone's probably going to just another bar once the first round is done afterwards, so yeah, I have no idea what time we'll be done.
And you really don't think you can get out of going to the second place at least?
Well, I'm still new to the company, so I just feel like it would be rude if I don't show that I'm trying to build a good relationship with my coworkers, you know?
I guess.
I mean, my coworkers are nice, and it's not like I can't hang out with you another time either, right?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I hope you have fun tonight. I'm gonna miss you tonight, though.
I know, and I'm so sorry to have to cancel at the last minute, but thanks for understanding.
No worries. But if you ever need me to come and pick you up, say the word and I'm there. And make sure that you don't stay out too late tonight.
Of course, sounds good, and thanks again. You have a nice night too, okay?
Sure. Steph, are you there? Are you still drinking? Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Everything's just, like, fine. Except I might just be, like, super drunk.
Right. Well, I suppose that I didn't expect anything else. Are you okay? Do you want me to come and pick you up?
No. It's still way too early to go home now.
Wait, what do you mean? It's past midnight and you don't want to go home and sleep?
Nah, I still want to drink and I'm having fun with everyone, so why not, right? I don't want to leave.
Look, I know that you said you're out drinking with your coworkers and all, but I just can't help but worry about you. There are guys there with you, right?
Yeah, sure, they're guys. But they're also girls, and ladies, and women, and older men, and cool men, and women, and everyone in the world in this bar, and we're all having fun!
Wow, okay. I guess I'm just really worried because you're a really pretty girl and I don't want anything to happen to you. In fact, I'm gonna come and pick you up right now.
What? What do you mean? Don't try and tie me down, okay, Darren? I'm a free spirit. I need to be free as a bird.
What are you talking about?
Oh, there is this really cute guy at work here, and he's new. And guess what? He went to the same college as me.
Okay, well, that's nice.
Anyways, everyone's telling me to go to the next bar and he's gonna go too. So I think I'm gonna go and have some fun too. This is awesome.
I see. Okay, well, can I at least ask where you're all going to right now?
Oh, we're just going to one of the guys' homes to just drink there.
Whoa. You're going to another guy's place to drink even more? Are you kidding me?
What do you mean? What's the big deal? I think that sounds like a fine idea.
So this person whose house you're going to is really a guy then? Like, he's a man?
Yeah. And who cares? It's not like we're alone. There are other people here, even some other girls.
No. This is really bad. I can't let this happen. Tell me what bar you're all at right now.
That is not going to happen, Darren.
Oh, come on, Steph, please, don't do this to me. Just tell me where you are already. I'm serious, this isn't funny anymore.
OMG, you're so annoying. You're just like a jealous little creep. Do you know that? I am about to sober up now because of you. Why aren't I allowed to have any fun, huh?
What do you mean, what am I doing? Please, can't we just talk about this?
Look, I'm out with people right now, and I'm not about to start talking to you on the phone. Got it? So just knock it off.
Steph, please, wait. At least tell me where you're going to if you're not going to talk to me. Answer me, please.
Morning, Darren. Oh, my head is pounding so hard right now.
Finally, you got back to me. Do you know how long I've been trying to reach you for? Did you seriously turn off your phone the entire night? What is the matter with you? I was so worried about you. I had no idea what was going on with you at all.
What's the matter with me? More like, what's the matter with you? Anyway, you were right about everything, actually, Darren.
What do you mean, what did I say? What are you talking about?
You were right. You can say I told you so.
What do you mean?
Well, when we all went to that guy's house, he forced himself on me.
Wait, hold on. You don't mean... Are you serious about this?
Of course I'm serious. How could you even ask that? I'm sorry. I just really don't want to talk at all right now. Please don't call me anymore.
Please, I think this is something that we really have to talk about. I think we should talk, Steph.
I'm so sorry. I drank way too much and then went to his house and there was nothing I could do. He just had his way with me.
Well, what about everyone else? Where were they? You said that you were all going to this guy's house, so where were the others?
There weren't any others. I was alone with him. There was no one else.
I don't understand. What happened? Where did they all go?
Well, this guy told me that they were all going to go back to his place, but really no one did. I got in his car and he told me the rest of them were coming later in an Uber. He lied to me. I don't even know what to do now.
Well, I think that we need to find out where he lives and where he works and report him for what he did.
What do you mean report him?
You are going to tell them that this coworker of yours raped you. We have to report it to the police and make him pay. You have to go to them with this, Steph.
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to tell anyone. I almost didn't even tell you, Darren.
You almost didn't tell me? But why wouldn't you tell me about this? And why don't you want to tell anyone else about this?
If I did, then it's going to ruin his life.
And that is the whole point. Why would you feel like you owe anything to a creepy scumbag like this?
I just really don't think I could. If I tried to report it to anyone, then I would have to go into detail about how he touched me and what he did, and I would be so ashamed. It would be too much.
Oh, wow.
I'm really sorry that I'm like this right now. I don't even know what to think at all.
I have an idea. Maybe we can invite this guy over to my place and the three of us can just talk this out.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You want to talk to this guy? You think you can talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want me to go to the police station with this, the least you should do is tell him straight that he wronged you.
Darren, I don't want to see this person ever again. Do you really think I want to be near him at all right now?
Yeah, I guess you're a little too emotional right now, but I can be the one to talk to the guy, right?
Please do not say a word to him. In fact, just forget that I ever told you about any of this, okay? I mean it.
You mean you really don't want me to confront this guy at all? I really wouldn't mind doing that for you. Okay, I'll take your silence as a no. But Steph, you have got to wake up too. No more going over to people's homes to drink and no more going out with the boys. Got it?
Yeah, Darren, okay.
Hey, Steph, are you there? I feel like we've been hanging out a lot less recently. Is everything okay? Are you busy with something?
Oh, hey, Darren. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm just also really busy with my classes right now.
Oh, I see. Well, how was it with that guy that you went back to your dorm with yesterday?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
To tell you the truth, I thought that you've been acting suspiciously lately, so I installed a tracking app on your phone.
Excuse me? You did what? Oh, please tell me that this is some kind of joke. Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I saw that you were talking to someone named Max quite a bit. Care to explain?
Wait, what? You're looking through my calls and messages too? Are you serious?
And so what if I am? What does it matter what I do if you're the one that's cheating on me? You don't get to complain.
But you're totally invading my privacy. You're overstepping so many boundaries by doing that.
I read through all of your texts with this guy, actually. Don't tell me that Max is the one that you went out drinking with.
Hold on a second. You read through all of my messages with him? Are you kidding me? You creep! How could you do that to me?
Oh, please, that is rich coming from the disgusting woman that hooks up with her attacker. I mean, you didn't even report him to anyone. Don't tell me that you're saying that you like this guy now.
No, wait, please. You don't understand. This is all a mistake. He's threatening me. I swear.
Oh, please, I already read through your messages, remember? I know what the truth is.
What do you mean?
I'll send you some screenshots. Remember saying this? Hey, Steph, are you coming over tomorrow?
Of course I am, sweetie. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. It's gonna be so fun.
And you're sure that your boyfriend doesn't know about us at all?
I'm sure. There's no way he has any idea about us.
Nice. Man, that idiot doesn't notice anything, does he? But then again, you're quite the bad girl, too.
Me? A bad girl? Well, whatever makes you say that.
To think that you still wanted to see me after what we did that night of the office party.
Well, at first I was really, really upset with you. I hated you, really. There were some days where I dreamt about taking you out with my bare hands.
Whoa, you're a total nutcase. I like it. You should break up with your loser boyfriend and date me instead.
No, I can't do that. I don't think that would work at all.
Oh, come on, what is it? What is keeping you with this guy? Is it money?
Well, yes. It is nice that my boyfriend can spend however much I want.
What does he do? Was it a bank?
Yeah, and it's not just any bank. It's one of the most exclusive banks in the world that has some really high-level clients.
Well then, it sounds to me like he has a very lucrative future ahead of him. He's probably gonna be swimming in it in a decade.
Exactly. And since I have that waiting for me in the future, I can't just leave him now, right?
Yeah, I see what's going on. You're playing the long game. But tell me, do you see us hooking up for a while?
But of course, Max, for a long, long time.
Well then hurry up and get over here so we can get started.
Of course, I'll be right there.
Yeah, I think we should break up.
No, Darren, please don't break up with me. I am begging you here.
Why shouldn't I, Steph? You clearly like Max more than me. I don't see any other choice but for us to break up.
But it's not what I want. It's not fair.
Do you have any idea how worried I was for you that night? I drove around your dorm. I drove around your parents' house. I drove around campus, looking everywhere for you. And then I had all those great ideas about how we could have dealt with the situation after that night, and you didn't listen to any of it. Not only that, but even after I was nothing but attentive to your needs, you turn around and start seeing the guy that you were so mad at? Well, I'm not going to be made the fool of any longer. I don't want to be with you anymore.
So you mean that you never ever want to see me again?
That's right, it is over between us.
Well then, I'm very sorry that you feel that way. But I will still be here if you ever want to reconnect. Darren, are you there? Please, you have to get back to me. It's really serious, Darren. I'm pregnant.
Wow, Steph. Well, congrats, I guess.
Darren, how are you going to take responsibility for this? You got me pregnant. You aren't just going to walk away from your duties as the father, right?
Excuse me? What did you just call me? You are not my girlfriend. You are my ex-girlfriend.
Don't you think this changes things?
Of course it doesn't, and I'm certainly not going to take responsibility of your baby, Steph.
I'm 7 weeks pregnant right now. You and I broke up only 1 month ago, so we're still dating while I got pregnant. In other words, that means that this kid is yours, and you need to help me raise it. So, you are going to marry me, and we are going to be a happy family. Got it?
You have got some serious nerve, do you know that?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? We've had sex before. I know that this is your kid, Darren.
I doubt that. It is probably Max's kid.
No, it isn't his. You don't know what you're talking about.
And what makes you say that? Because the times that we've done it, we've always used protection. Can you say the same about Max?
Of course we did, but you know that condoms aren't 100% effective at preventing pregnancies. So it's not like something like this is rare to happen, okay?
Of course I know that, but the chances of that happening are very, very slim.
Just say it. Say that this kid is yours already.
Got it. I'll say the kid is mine if we do a DNA test, and the result says that it's mine. How does that sound?
That is not going to happen. I don't want to do that at all.
Got it. Well, in that case, no, I do not think the kid is mine.
You can't just say no flat out like that. You're an adult. You have to take responsibility for your actions.
And I will, as soon as I take the responsible step of making sure that the kid is mine. So let's just do a DNA test first.
Believe you. How dare you?
What's the matter? You said you were sure it's my kid, right?
It isn't that. Just shut up, Darren.
Well, then I don't get what the big deal is. I mean, how much could it possibly cost? Whatever it is, I don't mind paying since we both know that I can afford it.
Fine then, let's do it.
Well, the results from the DNA test are back and I just opened them.
Well, what do they say? Does it say that you're the father?
It says that there is a 99.9% chance that I am, in fact, not the father.
Wait, hold on. That can't be right.
No, I'm afraid this can only mean that the baby is, in fact, Max's kid. So again, congrats. I hope you make a happy family. See ya.
Wait, just a second. That can't be right. I don't trust that test. I want another one.
Well, the results aren't going to change.
But it might.
No, the test results clearly say that I'm not the father, Steph. Accept it. Hey, Darren. This is Max. I'm Steph's boyfriend. I just heard from her that she's pregnant and that you had her take a DNA test to see if you were the father. I also heard how I actually might be the father. Steph says that she wants to keep the baby, but I'm only a junior in college and I don't even have a real job. I wouldn't be able to be a father, a student, and work full time, so please, could you raise our child as if it were your own? I know that you make a very nice living and that you could probably afford it. At the very least, can you at least make up and get back with Steph? If you do that for me, then I swear to never talk to her again. I'll give you my word. I have a lot that I want to say to you, Max, but I think that you have bigger duties to worry about right now. I'm not taking your kid, and you are going to have to raise it with Steph. You're young. You'll figure it out. But I can't, dude. That is what I'm trying to say. Besides, Steph sleeps around a lot. How do I know that it isn't some other man's kid, huh? Well, I have no idea about that, but if you want to know, you can go pay for your own DNA test. Just leave me out of it. Are you serious? So you're just gonna hang me out to dry like this? Hey there, Darren here. So, I guess I wasn't the father after all, huh? What a huge relief. Although I did hear that in the end, Steph and Max went ahead and got an abortion. I know it's not exactly uncommon, but that saddened me a little. But I guess it was for the best interest for everyone. That must have been a lot for them to go through, though, emotionally and financially. After that, Steph messaged me asking to get back together, but I just blocked her number. I don't want anything to do with her. I've already found a new girlfriend since then, too, and things are going really great. I have a new girl, and so with that, I'm gonna start a new chapter in my life, too. That's that. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Newsflash, I'm carrying your husband's child.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I beat you to it, you barren broad.
Who is this?
Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Delia. I work in a little gentleman's club downtown.
How old are you, Delia?
Just celebrated a bangin' 28th.
2 years younger than me. I see. And how did you get my number?
I got it from Tony's phone while he was snoozing. Hard-working man that he is. He was just dead after you know what. Anyway, I used his finger to unlock his phone. He didn't feel a thing.
You went through all that trouble just to brag to me? You strippers must have nothing to do.
Wow, lady, you're acting really chill. Your husband got a younger woman pregnant and you're over there playing like it's nothing? I know you feel like dying, just admit it. You're trying to be cool, but you seem really pathetic.
Sorry to disappoint you, but you aren't going to get a huge reaction out of me if that's what you're hoping for.
You could at least be, like, a little upset. Ask me why he did it. Tell me how worthless you feel. Something.
Sorry, no can do.
Boring. What did I go through all of this trouble for?
I didn't ask you to do it, did I? Sorry, I can't give you what you want. What exactly do you want, by the way?
I want you to leave him. Right away. I am the one carrying his heir, so I am the one who deserves to be his wife, not you and your empty womb.
Don't make me laugh. You think you deserve a prize for being a dumb prostitute who can't use protection?
What did you call me? I am an entertainer.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, seeds will grow where they're planted. That's what they do. You just throw them out and poof, flowers start blooming.
But no flowers can bloom in you, though, no matter how many seeds are thrown in that barren belly.
Not that it's any of your business, but Tony hasn't been doing any planting here for a while.
Oh, you poor thing. He's just not interested because you can't have kids, huh?
You can think whatever you want.
I I can already tell you're going to cause a lot of problems when he leaves. You're a worthless housewife who does nothing all day, but you'll definitely be demanding your alimony, won't you? I know that's what your kind does, but I'm sitting on a few hundred thou myself, so I'm good. I'm not after your precious alimony. Go get it.
Don't mind if I do.
I knew it! All you housewives can see are dollar signs. But I mean, he tosses you aside. You gotta get that paper at least, right?
And are you after anything but that paper? If Tony didn't have his company, he probably wouldn't get a second look from you.
No, you're wrong. I love him very much for who he is. If I have him, I don't need anything else. He's all I need. I'm not greedy like you.
Sure you aren't. Well, go on and live happily ever after with your dear Tony, who you just love just the way he is.
That means you'll give him a divorce, right?
Yep, that's right. As long as you're telling the truth, no problem. But I'm gonna have to ask you to wait for a year.
Are you crazy? The baby will be here by then.
Oh, but I promised you can have him in a year. You'll only be a single mother for a few months. I'm sure even an entertainer like you can handle that.
I don't wanna. I wanna be married when our child comes into the world. I'm not having no child out of wedlock.
I don't care about your supposed morals. I have my reasons.
What reason could you have to ask us to wait a whole year? Just sign the divorce papers when you get them. Forget about Tony and move on.
You don't know much about these things, do you? Divorce isn't such a simple thing. Not to mention that I haven't talked to Tony about any of this yet. I can't make such a big decision based on your word only. Someone I don't know who takes money from men for whatever you do. Surely you understand this?
I haven't told you anything but the truth. Pure facts.
Could be, but I can't bet everything on the words of a woman trying to steal my husband, can I?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Just give him a divorce so he can get on with his life. Just stop stalling. Just do it.
Sorry, but I don't take instructions from prostitutes.
You damn piece of...
Come on, let me hear it. I know a dirty mouth goes a long way at a gentleman's club, but I'm the one who should be mad here. I don't know what you're so angry about.
Fine. Talk to him. Then divorce. 1 year? No longer.
My name is Madison. I'm 30 and I'm a housewife. My husband, Tony, has his own company, but he doesn't let that get to his head. No crazy spending, no women on the side. He's a serious, hard-working man. At least, that's what I thought. I figured he probably ended up in a gentleman's club with some clients and a silly girl laid her eyes on him. Maybe she pulled a trick or two to get him into her bed somehow. I didn't think it was anything more than that. But when he came home and I asked him about it, he confessed everything immediately. Yes, she was carrying his child. He wanted a divorce. Hearing that was really shocking. The weight of the situation hit me and I bawled my eyes out. But anyway, Tony agreed to wait a year for the divorce. He even promised to get Delia to wait too. But they couldn't just leave it at that. That silly girl he knocked up had to go and do something stupid. Poor thing didn't know she was doing me a favor.
I am giving you one more chance to give him a divorce right now. Say you'll do it or else.
Not yet. I told you 1 year.
I'm trying to be nice, but you're not listening. Not very smart.
Yeah, dumb, stupid me. What do you want?
Say, where do you think I am right now?
I don't have time for hide and seek.
I'm at a lawyer's office.
And?
I'm about to submit your divorce papers. I'll just say I'm a courier or something.
What?
Since you're too much of a coward to sign the papers yourself, I did it for you.
I know you live in legal gray areas in your line of work, but what you're talking about is a crime. Turn those papers in and you're going away for a while.
Oh, a little forgery is nothing. I won't do any time at all. Maybe pay a little fine, put in some community service, that's all.
You don't know for sure, though. Think about your child and go back home right now. Don't do it.
It's precisely because I'm thinking about my child that I'm out here. I'm worried sick he won't have his father around because of you.
Or are you worried because you went and got yourself knocked up without thinking about anything at all? Don't pull me into your bad decisions.
You're sitting around doing nothing all day. You don't have any kids to take care of, no work to go to. Why would you need a year? Divorce him fast and get out of his house.
Oh, so you want the condo too?
Who wouldn't? Everybody wants a condo overlooking the bay. Come on. I'm ready to move right in. I mean, as Tony's wife and all, that's only the proper thing to do.
So living in a condo by the bay is a dream of yours?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
I thought Tony was all you needed. If you have him, you don't want anything else, etc., etc.
Oh, get real. We all need a place to live and cash to spend. And me? I got me a man with both. Hats off to me.
I see. In any case, you've agreed to wait a year to have your wish come true. So please take those forged divorce papers and go back home. Trust me, I'm telling you this for your own good.
I don't take orders from you.
Do what you want, but don't say I didn't warn you.
What's the point of waiting? If you're gonna leave him anyway, might as well do it now. If the papers are signed, it's a done deal and everyone can move on. I'm just helping things along.
You say you love him, right? No matter what, you'll love Tony for who he is, right?
With all my heart. Now quit asking me the same thing over and over. How many ways do I gotta tell you? Even if the whole world turns their back on my baby, I'm always gonna be there for him.
Great. Good to know that.
You let a real good thing slip out of your hands. But I ain't complaining. He fell right into my bed. Your loss.
Madison, what's going on?
A group chat? What's this about? Don't tell me you're about to start some drama. Are you really gonna start crying now? Oh, baby, let's just go back to the way things were. Blah, blah, blah. Too late. A whole day late. I dropped off those divorce papers at the lawyer's office yesterday.
What?
That's right, baby. I delivered those papers for you. No need to worry. It's all taken care of.
But I didn't sign them. Besides, how did you get hold of them?
Like I said, I took care of it. They were just lying around in your car, so I took matters into my own hands.
That's illegal, isn't it?
What's with you two? Legal this and legal that? You were planning to get a divorce anyway, right? Better soon than later. No biggie.
Are you for real?
You guys can continue that conversation later. I have something more important to discuss.
I am done listening to you, ex-wife. I got the man. Game over. Bye-bye. I'm about to be Tony's wife. Hats off to me. And the mother of his child. Woohoo!
And the buyer of his HIV medications.
What? What are you talking about?
Tony's HIV positive.
What? Madison, what are you talking about?
You remember we did some blood tests at the fertility clinic the other day, right?
Yeah.
That's how I found out.
Oh my god, that can't be.
Yeah, I just got the results yesterday. I really wanted to tell you as soon as I could, but you didn't come home. Since this affects your little entertainer girlfriend too, I thought I'd just tell you both at the same time.
HIV? That can't be passed on, like, from one person to another, right?
What are they teaching you down at that club? Yes, HIV can be passed on through blood transfusion or through sexual intercourse.
Oh my god, no! This is unbelievable! No, this can't be. Oh, that's so creepy! Yuck! What kind of joke are you trying to pull?
What?
I didn't know anything about no HIV when I met him. What if I get it, huh? Who's gonna take responsibility for that? I'm too young to die. I don't want to die.
Delia, I'm sorry.
She's just ignorant, that's all.
Ignorant about what? HIV kills. Don't tell me nothing.
Not anymore. It doesn't have to. If you take your meds, you can live a normal life. It's not a death sentence. You just need to get proper medical care and educate yourself. That's all. You can still live and not pass it on to anyone. You can even give birth.
You don't know that for sure, do you? What if my kid gets it, huh?
Are you gonna take responsibility? Me? Why should I take responsibility? It's got nothing to do with me. Listen, Tony, you need to go see a doctor as soon as possible.
HIV? I have HIV? This can't be real.
Calm down, calm down. I know it's a lot to digest, but you'll be okay.
What about you, Madison? Do you have it too?
No, my test was negative.
Great. I'm happy you're okay. Oh my gosh, Madison, I don't know what to do. Help me, please.
Tony, I am not the person you should be asking for help. Ask your little girlfriend.
You stop right there. You stop trying to pressure me. He's infected. What am I supposed to do?
You'll just have to figure that out.
Now I get it. Now I see why you were so happy to get rid of him. I knew something was up when you didn't put up a fight. I should have trusted my gut. Anybody would want to wash their hands clean of a man with HIV.
Have you been paying attention? I got the results yesterday. That's when I found out that he was HIV positive. I told you long before that I would divorce him if you waited 1 year.
Whatever. Anyway, I don't want this dirty disease anywhere near me. No, sir. Keep it far away from me.
What are you saying? I decided to divorce my wife to marry you. And now you're saying that you want nothing to do with me? I thought you wanted to provide a stable family for our child.
Stop it! Stop trying to pressure me to marry you. You have a disease I knew nothing about. How can I put myself and my child in danger like that? No, sirree.
I'm not trying to pressure you, but I want to be there for our child. What kind of life can our child have without their father? It's my child, right? That's what you said.
Oh, come on, Tony, get real. Who wants a father with HIV? I wouldn't, and I certainly don't want that for my baby.
Madison just said that there are all types of great medicines now. I can still live a great life with my child. I want to be a good father even if I have this disease.
Sorry, but you're gonna have to find some other child to father. Not mine. I don't even want to be in the same room with you. Nope.
I can't believe the things that you're saying.
Where the heck did you get it anyway? Seems you've been playing the field. There I was thinking you were a good guy, but you've been stepping out on your wife more than I knew.
No, you don't know what you're saying. I've never cheated on my wife. From the day I took those vows, I've never had an affair with anyone else.
Yet there you were in my bed.
But I told you I can't remember anything about how that happened. All I know is that when I woke up, it was morning and I was in your bed. I have no idea how I got there or if we did anything.
Really now? Tell me more?
Yeah, she showed me a picture of us both in bed. Then she said that she was pregnant and I was a father. I didn't know what to say. I mean, it was me in the picture.
And you just believed like that by looking at one picture?
Well, she started crying and saying that she wasn't going to be pressured into getting rid of it. That just because I was married and I wanted to protect my life didn't mean that she didn't have feelings. She said it was a miracle that she was pregnant and she wanted to keep her baby and give it a happy life. The only thing for me to do was to man up and take responsibility.
Very, very suspicious. I've been thinking about suggesting this anyway, but I think you should get a DNA test ASAP, especially since you don't know if anything happened between the two of you. Do a test before you make any more big decisions with this girl.
What are you talking about if anything happened between us? No question about it. This is Tony's child in my belly. Bet my life on it.
In that case, you have nothing to fear from doing a test. A test should vindicate you then. Do you know what that means?
You need to stop trying to insult me. I don't want no needles and chemicals and stuff hurting my baby.
Oh, don't worry. They only gonna draw a little blood. The test won't hurt you or your baby.
I don't care.
What? You have some other reason to object?
No, but I'm not lying. I need you both to believe that Tony is the baby's father.
Even if you're not lying about that, you already lied about something else, haven't you? You said you love Tony for who he is on the inside, and even if the world turns his back on him, you'll never leave his side. But you're singing a different tune now, aren't you?
Oh, come on. That was before I knew he had a disease.
You're ready to toss him aside just because he's sick? I don't know too many people who would call that love. That's not a word you should be throwing around lightly if you don't know the meaning.
Oh, shut up! Don't you dare point fingers at me. You're the #1 liar here. You said you wouldn't divorce him for another year, but I bet you're ready to leave him now.
Who said anything about divorce? I'm not divorcing him.
What are you saying? I turned in the papers anyway.
Are you sure? I haven't received any calls about it from anywhere.
Well, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure the lawyer received it. The people at the front desk in that big old fancy building asked for my ID, and I kind of started panicking. I left the papers on the desk and just bolted out of there.
Which means nobody got anything. Not that you could turn them in anyway, even if you showed your ID.
What do you mean?
You so desperately wanted me to divorce Tony that I had a feeling you might try something. So I told both of our lawyers not to accept any papers from anyone else but us directly.
Why did you do such a thing? Why are you so desperate to hang on to him for a year? If you're gonna divorce him anyway, what difference does it make if it's this year or next?
I wanted to give Tony a gift before the split. A very large monetary gift.
What do you mean?
Do you remember that little investment I made some time ago?
Of course I do. You basically put all of the money from your father into it.
It's doing so great. The company's getting ready to go public next year. They were small when I invested, but they're much bigger now.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so happy you didn't lose your investment.
Me too. Anyway, I was thinking after they go public, I would sell my stocks and give you half of everything.
Wow, why would you do that? Even after I did such a terrible thing.
I'm not gonna lie. Hearing that you got another woman pregnant was a tough pill to swallow, but in a way, I was kind of relieved. Whenever we would go out and see kids playing or running around the supermarket, you always smiled looking at them. I loved seeing that look on your face.
Oh, Madison, I didn't know that you saw that.
Yeah, so I thought whether you cheated on me or lied to me, you were finally going to be a father, and that's something I wanted for you. Anyway, when the company goes public, the stock prices will go up. If I sold everything and split it with you, we probably wouldn't have to pay too much in fees and taxes. So that's why I wanted us to wait a year before formally divorcing.
Well, that's a big load if I ever heard one. I'm sure you could give half of your money to a total stranger if you wanted to. Ain't no need for you to be married to do that.
Except you're allowed to give your spouse a one-time tax-free gift. You're not allowed to do that to a stranger.
You're so full of it.
It's true. But I will admit that part of me wasn't ready to let him go, even though he was going to have a baby with someone else.
I knew it. You lonely housewives are so easy to read.
In any case, I know Tony has his business, but you never know what might happen in the future. So if he had at least the money from me, he could give his child a comfortable life. I didn't want him to ever have to worry about how to provide for his child, in case anything went wrong and he wasn't able to earn money anymore.
Madison, that is so very thoughtful of you. You're right, business is great now, but we don't know how long that will last.
Hold up with all this mushy stuff. Just how much money are we talking about? How many stocks do you have in this company?
Well, I think I could get a few $100 million for what I have.
Lady! That's the kind of thing you mention up front. What was all this dancing around for? You should have spoken up a long time ago. Listen, Tony, I think I can manage this HIV thing. Yeah, I'll stick it out. I'll be here for you, baby. With a few conditions. We can't live in the same house. Some couples are like that these days. But don't worry, you'll see me and the baby all the time on video chat. Everybody's doing the online thing these days, right? Oh, and every month you'll deposit $50,000 for our living expenses. Fair deal, I know, right?
What? How is that a fair deal?
You see that something is wrong with this woman, right? Well, I'm drained from dealing with all of this for the past few days. Absolutely drained.
Hey, I'm making a big compromise here. You should be grateful, but I don't hear any thanks rolling in.
Before I give you anything, I want proof that the child you're carrying is even mine.
Impossible.
Possible, thanks to modern medicine.
I'm gonna get HIV. You want me to die, lady?
What the hell are you talking about? How can you get it from doing a DNA test?
Here's the deal. If the test proves that it's my child, no problem. I'll take responsibility. But first, I need to make sure that you're not lying.
Okay, Miss Entertainer, cough it up. Are you really carrying Tony's child? I mean, I think I already know the answer to that, but just to get it on the record.
I don't have to answer anything. You guys love the law so much, I'm sure you'll have no problem with me pleading the fifth. See? I know my rights.
And there we have the answer.
Whew, that's a relief. See, I didn't cheat.
Maybe not, but you have to take some responsibility for getting so drunk this woman could con you.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry, Madison. I promise this kind of thing won't happen again.
Don't think you're in the clear just yet. Let's have a heart-to-heart when you get home.
Wait, what about me? What am I gonna do?
Try looking for your child's father. When you find him, you can ask him what to do.
I don't know where to find him.
I wonder if you even know who it is.
You were really about to let me raise another man's child as my own. And I almost believed you.
But it's all over now, thank goodness. Hurry home, Tony. Being anywhere near this woman is a complete waste of time. She's clearly on a self-destructive path. No telling what she'll do to others around her.
Any way you could send some child support my way?
You must be out of your mind.
Just give me a little money and I'll leave you alone. What do you say? 100,000? 50?
I was so glad to get rid of that nuisance of a woman. I feel like I was in the middle of a nightmare. But wait, just 1 minute. If Tony didn't cheat with her, and he said he's never been with anyone else since we got married, how did he get HIV? Hold on. That's something I have to find out right away. Tony, I forgot to ask you, but how exactly did you get HIV? I don't have it, and you didn't sleep with that girl.
About that.
Oh my god, that was a near miss. I was about to put this whole episode behind me and pretend nothing happened.
No. I don't know how I got it. Just like I didn't know how I got into that girl's bed. Maybe I got it on a plane or in a bar or something. I just don't know.
Oh, you sound just like that dimwit. You can't get it from breathing the same air with someone or sharing a drink with them.
Well, maybe somebody's blood got on me somehow and I didn't notice.
Oh, just tell the truth. What have you done? How did you get HIV?
I'm sorry, Madison. On one of my business trips overseas, I just got caught up in the heat of the moment. I forgot to use a condom.
Oh, I see. So you have no one to blame but yourself.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I had no idea any of this would happen.
After doing all of that, you came back home and touched me like nothing had happened? I can't believe this.
I'm so sorry. Please tell me how I can make it up to you. Please forgive me.
I have one word for you. Divorce.
Why? No, but you just said you weren't going to divorce me. Please, baby, please. I don't want a divorce. We can work this out.
I have nothing to work out with you. As a matter of fact, I'm done talking to you. Your lawyer will be hearing from mine.
Can I just ask you one thing? What about the stocks you're going to sell next year?
Yes, what about them? That is no longer any of your concern.
Oh, really? But I thought you were going to split them with me.
That was before I knew all of this. There is no baby in the equation this time, so I don't have any reason to go easy on you. I'll be telling my lawyer to get everything she can for me in the divorce.
Oh, come on. There's no need to do that.
Get ready. The war is coming. Wow, I'm divorced. That's all finally over. Tony admitted to having unprotected sex with many people. After hearing all the things he did, I had to get an HIV test again. Thank goodness it was negative. I wonder if that Delia did a test too. Not that I really care. Anyway, I got half of all Tony's assets, and I definitely wasn't going to give him anything after what he did. It looks like Tony told some people in his company that he trusted about his diagnosis. Unfortunately for him, there is still quite a stigma against the disease. Word got around and many of his top workers left the company. In no time, he had to file for bankruptcy. He's deep in debt and trying hard to work his out, but I'm sure he didn't think for a second that this would happen. HIV isn't as scary as it once was if you have the right information and care, but prejudice is still strong. People don't want to work with him. But Tony brought this on himself, so I'm afraid I can't feel sorry for him. I heard Delia had her baby. It looks like she leaves the baby with the sitter at night, works in the club, and tries to find a new father for her kid. As for me, I sold half of my stocks in the company I invested in and got a tidy sum. I used the money to start a company of my own, and I'm happy to say it is doing well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.